glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this, this is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Preston. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell fires. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And you get that sudden change when defense just forced a turnover. Now you want to be aggressive, go get points, capitalize on the momentum, and you give the ball right back to the defense. Terrible job by this offense. Come on, you got to take advantage of those opportunities.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
That's caught. It's Marsh. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it way down the field. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a crease. It's Richard. Open space at the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Russell on play action. Catch in the middle. It's Edwards. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run.
Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 20. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Indiana! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Keelan Russell makes the grab. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They go play action with Russell. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. Do a much better job with his decision making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the right. Snared on the sideline. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Indiana!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. You've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The inside handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Russell. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Russell from the gun on third down. Under fire. And down he goes.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead. Now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's going to get loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Hoover. The sure hands, it's Preston.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The run inside, it's Richard. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the back corner of the end zone. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing Russell. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And they got him. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Richard. Nice pickup on that one. Makes up for some of the lost yardage, but they are still facing a third down here late in the half. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It'll be a run on third and short. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Hoosiers will have it first and 10. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside. Even though we're winning and you failed, now this defense better step up and respond.
Going to the run to start this second half. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Rodgers. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Maybe some room here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back.
Caught, and he's got room. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Preston. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Hoover. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Richard. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Third and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. It's complete to the right. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Rides to the back. Jumped on top of the pile. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got him. Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's see what he can do with the return. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Russell. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
That is how you step up for a defense right there. Force the turnover. Let's not make this thing get close, right? I got a 2-possession lead. I get the ball back with, close to 3 minutes remaining. I'm sitting in a great spot. Offense, go get me some 1st downs.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
That's just frustrating. You're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Russell, bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead gives up the big safety.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling.
Could be an alley. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They give it to him again. Got enough for the first. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.